Barbados and other regional foreign ministers wrote a joint letter to U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio in an effort to discuss the U.S. Navy's growing presence in Caribbean waters. While the U.S. claims that their priority is dealing with the drug cartel, the letter calls for assurances that any military action targeting Venezuela would not be undertaken without prior consultation. As of now, they have not received a response. Barbados' Minister of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade, Kerry Simmons, says that if the drug interdiction is indeed the objective, then it would be a welcome intervention. However, he emphasized that he would have preferred to engage in partnership with the U.S. on this initiative. Minister Simmons says he is not in a position to confirm exactly how far off the coast of Barbados the warships were, but expressed concern over the escalation in recent weeks. Now, if you recall, 2 weeks ago, the U.S. Navy killed 11 people aboard a vessel they claimed was carrying drugs. President Donald Trump suggested the boat had departed from Venezuela and was linked to the Tren de Aragua gang. And only this week, there was a U.S. strike on another boat, reportedly killing 3 people. However, in both instances, there was no standard apprehension procedure, no attempt to capture those on board, or verify the drug cargo. When I asked Minister Simmons if that set a dangerous precedent, this was his response.
It absolutely does. The truth of the matter is that while we can accept and appreciate the need for there to be a strong and decisive action taken against drug cartels, no difficulty there. But there is a thing called the rule of law. It exists in the United States of America, in every state of the United States, and it exists in every state of the English-speaking Caribbean. And we cannot approbate and reprobate at the same time. Now, unfortunately, in this matter, the U.S. has not condescended to share any intelligence with us, to the best of my knowledge. So what we get is a report on social media to say that a boat was blown out of the water. And I have no idea independently of who was on the boat, what was on the boat. But what we cannot do is to arbitrarily execute.
He says his fear is also the loss of innocent lives if mistakes occur.
This region sees a lot of fishermen pursuing their livelihood, obviously at sea and oftentimes on international waters. This region has seen the use of international waters for the movement of our cruise ships and part of the tourism experience in the Caribbean. This region sees our own people moving from country to country, crossing the international waters. And so therefore, for those real purposes, it is very important that we avoid mistakes and missteps.
Minister Simmons, who is heading to New York for the UN General Assembly, is hoping to engage with the U.S. on this matter there. Krystal Hoyte, teleSUR.